You know when you're out playing out on the course and you finally make it to the green and you get ready to play and you do your putt, but you're finding that your shot seems to be very, very inconsistent. Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be doing prior to going out on the golf course and make this part of your practice regime so that you can create consistent putts, because the thing where you fall down when you're actually playing out on the golf course is the fact that you're inconsistent even with your putting stroke. So we need to make sure that that's right, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. So don't go anywhere. Hey there, Tiff the lady golf teacher here, and welcome to today's tip. Well, this is really exciting because here we are in a new year, and I want to make sure that this year is really a year of making sure that everything's in place for you so that you're becoming more consistent in your golf game. And the best place to start is definitely your putting, because if you get your putting right, this is the easiest and the quickest way to get shots down off your handicap and get you into a more consistent game. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. Now, in the intro, I was talking about making sure that you understand that your putting stroke actually needs to be consistent. Now, what I see is when I get people to come and have lessons with me, whether it be in a group situation or it's even in private lesson, even generally when I'm walking around out on the golf course, I do see a lot of inconsistency. A lot of people really struggle to get their distances right to the hole. And a lot of that is because there's a lot of tension in there and they're not really sure on what they need to be doing. So prior to you actually going out and playing out on the golf course, and I believe this should be the #1 drill that you should do every single time, whether you're going to play prior to playing or you're even just going out to practice. This is the #1 thing that you should be doing before you do anything else. This is what you got to do. Now, we're not actually going to use the hole here, even though I've got this lovely flag beside us. We're not going to use that. That's just a demonstration to show that, hey, we're out on the golf course today. But what I want you to do in this drill is I want you to create consistency in the sense of the stroke. Now, the plan is what we want to do here is we want to make sure that the ball is finishing in the same spot, but without you looking at the actual result of the ball until you've done your 5 putts. Now, if you can do that, that's showing that you've got a consistent stroke, because this is what I see quite regularly. People will get set to do their putt and they'll do that, then they'll do that, then they'll do that, right? And you can see how inconsistent that is. What happens is once you've done the first putt, you go, oh, gee, I've got to get it there, I've got to get it there. And then the technique goes out the window and you get wristy. It's not going to work. It creates too much inconsistency in the stroke. So what we need to make sure here is what we need to do is create consistency, okay? Just in the actual stroke itself. So my challenge here for you is to ensure that you're doing the same thing every time. So every time you stand over the ball, you get set, and then you do a tick-tock, hold. Then you do it again. I don't even want you to look to see where the ball goes. Do a tick-tock, hold. Now the plan here is what you want to do is you want to create the same feel, okay? Tick-tock, hold. And we'll do one more. Tick-tock, hold. Now, without me even having to look at those balls there, I've done everything around the same, okay? Now, why is that? Well, simply for 2 reasons mainly. One is my stroke is exactly the same stroke every time I stand over the ball for that particular distance. And 2, it's a nice gentle stroke. So there's no wrist movement in it, it's just back and through and it's nice and easy, okay? So the challenge that you've got now, you've got the whole of 2017 to work on this, is the fact that, and every year really, but is the fact that we want to create a way in which you're going to create a consistent swing in your putting stroke, right? So every time you stand over the ball, if you're going to do 5 putts to a particular length, you want to make sure that you can repeat the same action every single time, okay? You can do it with your eyes closed. You've got to be able to do this with your eyes closed because you need to be able to create consistency. Consistency is our middle name, isn't it, when it comes to golf? So that's your challenge for today, is I want you to go out there and I want you to start working on your stroke. Make sure though that when you're doing your putt, you make sure that you always go through the putt, okay? Putter head always has to go forward through the ball, and so do your hands. But that's the challenge that I've got for you today. I want you to share with me also how you go with that. Love it if you could leave a comment down below and share with me what you got out of value out of today, and also what you've been practicing and how it's actually been going for you. That'd be really awesome. I'd love to hear from you. So in the meantime, tee it high, let it fly, have an absolutely awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.